Today we have two stories. The first one's going to be called Boris and Cloris. The second one is going to be called Horace and Morris, but mostly Dolores. Part of what we're pointing out here to you guys is that in English, IS can say is, ACE can say is, and ES can say is. I'll show you on the titles here. All those are spelled slightly differently, but they still make the same sound. It's a little bit crazy. And the question we're going to think about today is how can we be responsible friends and neighbors? So we talked about being responsible in your community, like writing a petition. We talked about being a responsible pet owner when you have an animal in your home. And this is about being a responsible friend. And your neighbors, those are the people that you live near. How can you be responsible with them? Here are our words. Adventure. This is something exciting is happening. You're not quite sure what you're going to do, but it's going to be fun. Wondered. When you wonder something, you're thinking about it. Wonder what that's going to be about. Just thinking it through. Exploring. When you're investigating things. Exploring is kind of fun. Climbed. Going up that ladder. Many of you have climbed things before. Clubhouse. Sometimes people make little houses in trees or maybe in their backyard on the ground, and they have a clubhouse, a place where they can go to play and to hang out with their friends. Greatest is the best and truest. That's a person that, your truest friend would be the person that supports you, cares about you, does really nice things for you, and is kind and helpful. That's a truest friend. So, Boris and Cloris. Boris, a mouse, lived on a farm. His home was in a haystack. He was bored. All he did was eat seeds. He longed for adventure and something exciting to do. At the far end of the cornfield was a small building. Boris wondered what was in it. He asked his friend Cloris to go exploring, kind of investigating with him. But she said no. She wanted to stay near the farmhouse, so Boris went alone. When he got to the building, Boris climbed through a hole in a board. Two girls were sitting on the floor talking. "Who will we allow in our clubhouse?" asked one girl. "Only the greatest and truest of friends," said the other girl. "We will play baseball after school, but look, there's a mouse in our clubhouse." The two girls tried to catch Boris. He raced for the hole, but where was it? "Over here, Boris," Cloris squeaked. Boris jumped through the hole and they dashed across the cornfield. When they were safe at the haystack, Boris said to Cloris, "Thank you for coming after me." Cloris was his truest friend, his most supportive, most caring. So here is the story. Horace and Morris, but mostly Dolores. And there's a whole bunch of stuff going on there. I think there's a cat and I think there's some mice involved. We'll see. Horace and Morris, but mostly Dolores, loved adventure. They sailed the 7 sewers. They climbed Mount Everest. They dared to go where no mouse had gone before. So there's the first 3. They're taking adventures. Horace and Morris, but mostly Dolores, never said, "This is something we shouldn't do." They said, "This is something we've got to do." So there was almost nothing they didn't do. They liked adventures. They liked exciting stuff. Horace and Morris and Dolores were friends, the greatest of friends, the truest of friends, the now and forever I'm yours sort of friends. And then one day, Horace and Morris had a decision to make. They didn't want to do anything without Dolores, but as Horace pointed out, a boy mouse must do what a boy mouse must do. "Bet you can't say that 3 times fast," Dolores said with a smile. Horace and Morris didn't even try. They didn't even smile. "Goodbye, Dolores," they said. What kind of place doesn't allow girls? Dolores wondered. She was really thinking about this as she watched her friend step through the door of the Mega Mice Clubhouse. So these are 3 friends. 2 are boys and 1's a girl. And then there's this other place where they're saying only the boys can come in. Downhearted. Just sad. Dolores went on her way alone. It wasn't long before Dolores had a decision to make. She really didn't want to do anything without Horace and Morris, but figured a girl mouse must do what a girl mouse must do. She said this out loud 3 times real fast just to prove she could. I'll bet Horace and Morris couldn't do that, she thought, but she wasn't smiling as she stepped through the door of the Cheese Puffs clubhouse. Now, this is the second clubhouse. Day after day, Dolores went to the Cheese Puffs. Day after day, Horace and Morris went to the Mega Mice. They missed playing with each other, but as they said, a girl mouse must do what a girl mouse must do, and a boy mouse must do what a boy mouse must do. Horace and Morris and even Dolores were sure their friendship would never be the same, but then one day, Dolores made a different decision. So here are the first 2 in their clubhouse, and here she is in her clubhouse with the other mice. I'm bored, she announced. The other girls stared. Anybody here want to build a fort? How about a roque fort? The other girls booed. Okay, forget the cheese. I'm sick of making things out of cheese anyway. Let's go exploring. The other girls gasped. Phooey, said Dolores. I quit. If you quit, then I quit too, a small voice said from the back of the room. Outside, Dolores introduced herself. I'm Dolores. I'm Cloris, said the girl. Now, where can we go have some real fun around here? Dolores thought, I've got it, she said at last. So here's her new buddy. Now, in the other meeting, who wants to go exploring? With girls? Yuck, no way. I do. Me too. Can I come, please? This is the other clubhouse, and not everybody wants to do the same thing. The 5 friends spent the rest of the day exploring. Cloris and Boris and Horace and Morris, and mostly Dolores. And the next day, they built a clubhouse of their own, and they put a sign out that said, the Frisky Whisker Club. Everyone allowed. So they figured out if you're going to be a respectful friend and neighbor, you try to include people. You don't tell people they can't be there just because you don't like them, or, oh, they're a boy, or, oh, they're a girl. No, that's not being respectful. You need to include people, invite people. That doesn't mean you have to like everyone, but you do need to include everyone. That's respectful behavior, and that is responsible behavior, which answers our question, how are you a responsible friend and neighbor? I hope you like the story. Bye.